All right, so some people think that you can't do a serious interview with YoonA. For instance, who was it that said that they wouldn't do an interview with you?
Skara from the Score Esports. He said
Okay.
he refuses to interview me.
And why did he say that?
He says he'd rather interview anyone else besides me because he thinks I'm 100% not relevant to CLG.
All right. Well, let's talk about this. So, YoonA, you are a sub officially on CLG, right?
Yes.
So can you tell me a little bit about why you decided to be a sub on CLG and sort of what was the thought process? Because obviously you could decide to try to go in the Challenger League or LCS, right?
Yeah. So basically, the reason why I chose to be a sub for CLG was actually I got approached by Sammy, which is I believe at the time she was manager or something like that
Of CLG
for
Black.
for CLG Black. I don't know if it was at the time, but yeah, she approached me and said, "Hey, you want to be a sub for the team?" And for me, it was like amazing because I always wanted to be a part of like a huge organization, like root on for a big team. So like I just took it instantly.
Yeah. So what is it like for you being a sub? Because you know that at any point in time you could get called out to be on stage and actually play. Is that something you look for? Is there a nervous factor to it? What's kind of going through your mind during that?
I think I've never felt like too nervous when it comes to like being subbed in because honestly, there's like a super low chance, but it's not like I'm not like a good player or anything. Like I still like play, I solo queue every single day, and like if there was the emergency situation that happened where oh hey you gotta play, then I think I do okay.
No, this is interesting to me because I know that you play AD carry. We've played some games before. What do you think of, like you might actually have to sub for a different role, right? Or do you think that that would only be for AD carry?
No, we have second sub which is Fragnetic, and he
Okay.
plays mid and jungle, so we got those two roles covered.
Okay.
So yeah.
Would you play, so if he's got mid and jungle, does that mean that you would play something outside of AD carry?
No,
Okay.
I'd play only AD carry.
Okay, so only in the event that something happens to Stixxay would you come in. Have you, so I know that you said that the chances are odd, but would you be comfortable walking on the stage? Like, let's say tomorrow they're like, hey, Stixxay can't make it, or the next time CLG plays, I think it's tomorrow, that Stixxay can't make it. How comfortable would you be, walking on the stage right now?
Honestly, I think I'd be pretty nervous just because it'd be like a lot of eyes watching me and be like pretty surprising for everyone. But I think as soon as I sat down and like talked to everyone, that they'd reassure me and push me, and I'd be able to do it.
One of the things, again, that's interesting to me about being a sub is sort of the motivation. What really motivates you to be a sub? Is there a hope that you will someday make it onto like a challenger or main LCS team, or is this just having the brand attached to you? Because I know you also stream. So what really motivates you to be a sub for a team?
I think specifically with this team, when I got listed as a sub, I actually thought I was gonna be like they weren't gonna use me at all. They weren't gonna even talk to me. They were just like, "Hey, we need you because it's like a mandatory thing by Riot. We gotta be like, you have to have subs." But with COG, it was actually like the complete opposite. I remember like meeting all the guys for the first time. Like I went to MSI, of course, with them, and it was like I got really close to everyone, and it feels really good, and it motivates me because I want I want myself to get better as a player, as in like learning from them, and I also want to like spread my knowledge onto them and watch them succeed.
Yeah. Do you have hopes of one day joining the LCS yourself, or is this more of a comfortable position for you where you can stream and then sort of still be attached to the team and help them a little bit from the sidelines?
Originally, I actually was pretty comfortable just only being a streamer, but after going with them to MSI and after being with them for like now a whole split and watching them grow and like go from like, alright, COG sucks again to, I mean today we even though we lost to Morals, it was like we put them to like they to 3 games and almost won. I think it makes me really interested about going competitive again.
Yeah. Or is that something that you plan on pursuing next year or sort of thinking about?
Just thinking about it right now, I'm
Yeah.
not too sure.
Okay. Is there an element where you see Stixxay on the stage and you're just like, I wish that was me?
No, I feel like a lot of people actually say that to me. It was like, you should be up there instead of Trevor. Like, there's a couple people who say that, but I think Trevor's like fantastic. I think it'd be really hard for me to replace Trevor. He's really good.
But you're never envious of the position he's in, wishing that you were kind of the AD carry for CLG.
No, never envious.
I mean, I think it's just an interesting world to sort of see because I think subs are still kind of coming along. Maybe as we're wrapping up the interview, what do you think of sort of the situation for subs in the LCS? Because to your point, there are a lot of teams that just look at it as like, a mandatory situation or a brand play where it's like, oh, we've got this person attached, this famous high-level streamer attached to our brand. What do you sort of think about sort of the sub situation in the LCS?
I think you're exactly right. It feels like a sub is either this guy who's never there. He's just there, just for we have him there because Riot wants us, or he's just like a huge streamer that helps the brand out. And I think like I'm actually one of those people who like that I want subs to be more known and like actually be like, hey, they're good players and they're there for situations that might happen. And especially with CLG, where it feels like, you know, if I did express the fact that, hey, I want to do like a B team, or hey, I want to start like getting better and see if we could do things, they'd instantly be like, all right, we can do something.
That's nice, man. I really appreciate you talking to us sort of about the more serious side of being a sub. Is there anything that you would like to say to any of the CLG fans out there?
Well,
the serious interview derailed by the general manager off screen.
Derailed by Madcom. You know, we got our new summer collection coming out for CLG. Thank our sponsors too, Astro, Twitch. You're derailing me, Madcom. Come on, I gotta be serious. I buy and DX Racer.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah,
Very
and
nice.
to all the COG fans, thanks for all the people who always are supportive. And like, I know a big part of this was like we came off MSI second place, and you guys expected us to become like gods of NALCS, and we didn't really show that. But I'm glad for the people who just kept cheering us on, even through our rough start. And now we're gonna get bigger and better.
Yeah. Are you gonna put the glasses on or no?
No.
Okay.
I mean, yes.
Oh, there we go. We did it. We did it. Thank you so much, YoonA, for the interview. For everyone else, you can check out the rest of our coverage of all things esports here at Yahoo Esports.